Hey folks, Crazy Climber 80 here again, and this time we're going to look at a game called Space Gun. This was created by Taito in 1990, and it is a rail shooter with heavy alien attack motif on space stations. And the marquee is really cheap jack looking. It looks like a frickin' paint tray. That is insulting. Why did Taito go with that? It looks terrible. But at any rate, the game itself isn't bad. You can play a one-player solo or two-player simultaneous play, and I would definitely recommend that, because the game gets really hard. There are alien menaces that just do not let up. But what you do is you go through these space stations, eradicating the alien menaces as you go, and you have a space rifle for a controller, and you hold down the trigger and you have automatic fire. You also have a foot pedal, I guess, that will allow you to back up. If the alien menace in front of you is too strong, then you can back up a little bit, and definitely don't forget that you have that option. If you are moving left to right, or left or right, then pressing the pedal will back you up to the left or right, depending on which direction the game is forcing you to move. But it's helpful at times, because the alien menace is really strong. When you have an enemy in front of you, it's often, if it's just a big alien with multiple arms, which is the normal fodder alien that you'll see, shoot away its arms first, because it'll scratch you. Its body won't really be able to do damage, I don't think, when all the limbs are removed. It might still be able to bite you, but it's much less dangerous when its arms are gone. Yeah, I don't remember seeing this in arcades. But we'll get started. The weapon system is cool. I like it. You can get from 4 different weapons, and you can stockpile each one of them. You start out with weapons. Sometimes there'll be cannons that drop down and will shoot at you. But certain things you'll be able to shoot and get clips from, like that green thing on the wall, and you'll be able to get more weapons. Sometimes there will be humans running around, and they'll run towards you to try to get behind you, and then they'll be saved. And the more the more humans that you save at the end of the level, the bigger bonus you'll get. And there I used my flamethrower. There I saved another hostage. See, I'm backing up. The weapons that you can use are in order from left to right: a freeze ray, a blade, a fireball, and a flamethrower. And the one that you have to the farthest right is the first one that will be used. You can break windows here, and a shutter will drop down, just so everything, I guess, doesn't get sucked out, which it seems weird that seems to defy the logic of space. But many of the stages will end with a boss fight. Sometimes these little face hugger type enemies will jump at you, and they'll be much easier to eradicate than the multi-armed enemies. But yeah, I was backing up to the right. With your rapid fire trigger, if you hold it down, excuse me, if you hold it down, there's another hostage, then a meter will drop down slowly. And if it's all the way out, if you continue to hold down the trigger, then your rapid fire will be slower. You have an infinite amount of shots with that rifle. And I made it to the end of the level. And I think you get a little life back at least. Monsters attack the crew. Will any of them survive? Yeah, I got a whopping 2 digits of life back. But yeah, when you're down a quarter, back up. Give yourself time to, quote-unquote, disarm the enemies. Thank God for rapid fire and unlimited ammo for that rifle, because, my God, they take a lot of bullets. But, yeah, I've never seen this in arcades. It's not bad, but, God, it's difficult. And you really need 2 players playing at once. You saw 2-player simultaneous play in the demo, so I'm not going to show you any more footage of that. There will be, there will be little sensors on the wall, like right there, and then you'll need to shoot it and the clip that appears. And sometimes, not very often in the game, but sometimes, you'll get the option of moving one way or another. Whoa. Yeah, you can shoot those guys behind that wall. And there I used a flamethrower. But yeah, you have a freeze ray, a blade, a fireball, and a flamethrower. And again, you can stockpile the special weapons. You can get more than just one. Sometimes there will be crates that you can shoot that will give you those clips. Usually it's the sensors on the wall, like that. Oops, I didn't shoot that one. Ah, damn it. The game is just getting really frickin' hard at this point. Ah. Well, I neglected to continue at this point, but we will see snippets of the rest of the levels. And you received a fatal wound. You get a couple of different endings. There is a bad ending and a good ending. I'll put my initials in there. The bad ending occurs if you destroy your own spaceship, and you can blow up the control panel if you're not careful and kill yourself. And it's tough to not blow up your control panel with all the aliens that are flying around. We'll get to that later. We'll continue where I left off here. But yeah, the rail shooters were all the rage. The first one I can think of was probably Operation Wolf back in 1987. You can kill the let's get rid of that facehugger guy. Sometimes the hostages will turn into monsters, they'll mutate, and you can free them from these little egg things from the pods there. And you can try to free him from that monster. Oh well, you're screwed, buddy. Little things will sometimes pop out of those pods and you'll have to destroy them. Yeah, some of the aliens will shoot at you like that, and some of them will just claw the living hell out of you. Astronauts are also hostages. Let them run past you for the bonus later on. Now look at my life meter. It's flashing. I have limited invincibility. There will sometimes be an armor icon that you'll shoot. Using up special weapons on bosses can end a boss fight real quick, like that. And using your freeze shot will freeze the enemy, and you can just riddle them with bullets. Sometimes there will be a rover type of level. Oh, I missed the body armor icon for invincibility. You can back the rover up too with that foot pedal. from what I've noticed, if you run out of time, you don't die. You just don't get any bonus points at the end of the level. I will continue here, I believe, with invincibility on. Yeah. But yeah, you can accidentally kill the hostages running towards you. You can shoot them. You can accidentally blow them up with a special weapon. And now here, you just try to shoot these spaceships coming out of the mothership. So many things come at you at once. It's tough to keep from getting hit without two-player simultaneous play. And here's a boss here. You have to shoot his arms and his face. But we'll skip a little bit forward in a moment. If you do play two-player simultaneous play, there will be more aliens in the game. Obviously, they took inspiration from the movie Aliens for this game. Oh, maybe I didn't skip forward yet. But here is the end of that level. You get your time restored when you elect to continue. Are the occupants in danger? Gee, I wonder. Kind of a stupid question. Well, I hope you enjoyed Labor Day, everybody. I woke up way too late. Here's another opportunity to go from one of two different directions, and I just elected to go straight. Yeah, I woke up really late today. I had a long dream. You know how that is? Sometimes you turn off the alarm and then you go back to sleep and you wake up way, way, way later than you wanted to. But went out and got some KFC. Oops, sorry about that, lady. One of these days I need to get my lawnmower fixed. But yeah, just shoot those clips and you'll get one of your special weapons restocked. But yeah, you'll hear somebody shouting, and that'll be a hostage. Ah, crap! Sorry, buddy. I'm sure they'd rather die than get baby aliens implanted into them, and there's the armor that gives me limited invincibility. I'm still doing a bunch of re-uploads, folks. There's just a bunch of older videos that just had crappy audio quality, and this was one of them. I wanted to improve them. I'm gonna just scoot forward to see just snippets of the remaining levels. But again, there are two different endings. Oh, sorry about that. Gross, we're in a meat locker. You can shoot the beef hanging there. Get out of the way of the special weapon. Now there's a bunch of them in those little pods. Can I save any of them? Nope. I used a special weapon and killed them all. Oops. Well, you can see at the top center the amount of hostages that you can save, and the ones with X's are the ones that died. So I was only able to save 2 hostages. And then there's this giant manta ray type thing as a boss. And you have to nail it with enough shots. But yeah, if you have plenty of special weapons left, you can end a boss fight real quick. And there, it's dead. I only rescued 2 hostages. Are some people still alive in the depths of the base? This is, I think, the second to last level here. But on this level especially, it gets really tough to avoid getting hit. So many enemies on the screen at once. Yeah, they're at this point, their limbs take a lot more shots to destroy. We got more face huggers. Yeah, this isn't a bad game. I was kind of getting tired of all the rail shooters by this point, and the music and the sound effects are pretty good. Whatever that was, those are the things here that will give you the whoops. Those are the things that will give you the special weapon clips. And now we have this big long flying monster that kind of makes me think of something that would be in Space Harrier, and it can split up. Scoot forward to me killing it, and then we move on. This is the rover sequence again, and we go inside. There's a lot of sensors to shoot to get your special weapons. If you're running out of life and you have a bunch of special weapons to use them up. Like I said, they're really useful, especially in boss fights. Yeah, sorry, buddy, you were dead anyway. Now we got another long flying creature. Yeah, those aren't hostages that you can save. Oh, that one was. And now here's a big boss creature. Use up my special weapons on it. Just shoot at its head. It's the quickest way of dealing out damage. And then he turns into this weird thing. It'll shoot different things at you. Eventually you'll blow it to gooey pieces. This game isn't terribly gory like I kind of thought it might be. There's red slash marks when the alien cuts you, but it's more gooey than gory. Then we go back outside on the rover again, on our way to the escape ship, and then aliens will have climbed aboard into your ship, and you'll have to destroy them all without destroying your control panel. Otherwise, the ship will blow up and you'll get the bad ending. Sometimes the aliens say something that I can't understand. Yeah, play with a friend if you're gonna play this game. And don't forget that you have the backup pedal. See, my time is running out, but it doesn't seem to matter. You don't die when you run out of time. You just don't get the bonus, and you have a warning sign. Or maybe that's a warning just because I'm facing a boss here. Yeah, if you shoot at the alien's face, not only will it probably more likely cause damage, but you might take out any bullets that it's shooting at you, or projectiles of some sort. And there, I destroyed it. Now enter the cockpit and return to Earth. But there will be aliens aboard your ship, and you have to avoid shooting your control panel. See, I just shot it. I'm going to purposely destroy it. It's very hard to beat this last part without killing yourself. See, it's already starting to blow up. I mean, it can flash with an explosion like that, and you won't die, but you have to keep on shooting it in order to kill yourself. Danger, explode. Now you have this brown guy that takes a bunch of shots. Shoot his arms, shoot his legs, shoot him when he's right in front of you, so that you don't shoot behind him and shoot the control panel. Oops. Bad end. Oh no, something went wrong. The space shuttle was destroyed. Whoops. Should we give ourselves up? And then you put in your initials, and then it's game over. But we will look at the good ending in a moment, and you will get the credits. And a more pleasant ending sequence. Yeah, just shoot. Take care not to shoot the panel behind this boss monster. The control panel. The control panel took some damage, but I still get the good end. But that was Space Gun by Taito in 1990. Yeah, I'd never seen this game in the arcades. It's all right. Definitely playable. I like the music and the sound effects. Very nice. But yeah, you really got to play with a friend. And remember, use that pedal to back up when you're in trouble. Or you can back up left or right or backwards. And shoot every little thing that you can shoot to make the ammo clips appear. And those will give you the special weapons. And maybe save the special weapons for when you're really in a pinch and you can't back out of it very well. Or when you're facing a boss and you want to eliminate it as quickly as possible. But that is Space Gun by Taito in 1990. Yet another rail shooter. But definitely decent graphics, good music, good sound effects. Worth playing, for sure. This had, I guess, a number of home ports released. Hope you had a great Labor Day, folks. And I guess the enemy spaceship is headed for Earth. Maybe that wasn't that great an ending. Well, that was Space Gun by Taito in 1990. Put in the initials. I won't do it. Well, that was Space Gun by Taito in 1990. Rail shooter. Not too terrible. Well, this is Crazy Climb Radio saying thanks for watching Space Gun by Taito in 1990. Hope you had a fantastic Labor Day, everybody. I will see you later in the future with another video. Have a good one, folks. Bye-bye.